Test 2, lower from name.
For those of you who haven't met me yet, my name's Gage. I'm your cruise and travel director. And with me this morning, we have our wildlife expert, Kurt. So if everybody could give a round of applause for Kurt. Now, how this coffee chat is going to work, I'm going to start off asking a few questions, and then I'm going to throw it off to all of you out there to ask any questions that you'd like to get answered as well. So to start off, Kurt, could you tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and kind of what led you down this career path?
Yeah, it's an interesting trip, a long and crooked road, I guess. I live in Bellingham, Washington. Lived there about 35 years now, 36 actually, and that's up in the northwest corner of Washington State. We're actually closer to Vancouver than Seattle. And it's a lovely place. It's between the mountains and the sea, a little bit of both. It's perfect. I'm originally from California. A lifetime ago, I moved from California in 1974, so that was really literally a lifetime ago. And how I ended up sitting in this seat talking to you as the wildlife expert on board, interesting question. I was going to school in Bellingham, Washington, at Western Washington University. I was doing my graduate work there. And I saw a table set up for Holland America, summer jobs. And the spring quarter was almost over, and I had a summer coming and wish I didn't have a job. And so I had just lost my job driving cab because I'd gotten so many tickets. And I asked them, well, what kind of jobs do you have? And they said, bus driver. I said, I don't have a license. I can't be a bus driver. I go, what else you got? And they said, well, we're starting this program training naturalists to be on board ships to tell people about Alaska. Well, guess what my graduate work was on? Alaska environmental history, studying salmon and seals. And I had also lived in Alaska for many years, and I had taken large boats and small up the Inside Passage. And so I told them that, and they said, well, here's a name, call Seattle or write them a letter. And I did. And I heard from them within days, and it wasn't, we'll send you an application. It was, when can you start? Yeah. And that was it. That was how it all began in 1996, and this is my 27th year doing this. And each year is different. Each year builds on what I know about the place, largely because you come up to me with such interesting questions, and sometimes I don't know them. And I'll go look it up, and I know it after that, because I'm a trained historian. My degrees are in history. And so I have a snap memory. I never forget anything. I wouldn't say a photographic memory, but close with practice. So that's how I got here, why I'm doing this.
A great combination of the Red Onion Saloon, brothel museum, with a breakfast in the museum portion of the tour right at the bottom section, and then also a guided walking tour of the downtown Scarecrows. It's a great way to spend the morning out in town.
sea otters. There are lots and lots and lots of them in there. That's kind of why I put this program together. So to describe what you see, how to spot them.
Test of wills. That is the race, the dog sled race called the Iditarod. And today we're going to meet the people that help dogs like this become dogs like this. And we're going to start the people that train them, care for them, and drive them, the mushers.